One.
Hey, this is your girl Teresa with the Ntheknow Radio Talk Show, and we are back from listening to some wonderful, relaxing jazz. So I hope you enjoyed that. I have my next guest, and so I want to introduce to you. First of all, before I introduce you to her, do you know what today is? Does anybody know what today is? All the women should be like, yes. But if you don't know, it's International Women's Day, and the month of March is Women's Month of March, as well as March Madness. So we got a lot going on. So I want to introduce to you Kiyundra Gulley, and she is the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce. Now, she started with the chamber back in 2007, right?
That's right.
Okay, and you were promoted in 2014 to the CEO. So we want to know how that happened. What did you do?
Well, it's a funny story. I used to work in real estate, and I was in Florida at the time, and the bubble burst. And so I moved to Texas looking for a new opportunity, walked into the Chamber of Commerce office, knew that they were looking for to fill some type of position. I didn't even know what it was.
Right.
And I said, listen, I don't know what you need, but I can do it. So show me my office.
Okay. So, she claimed it. Okay, she claimed it.
And so I was hired on the spot to be the COO at the time.
Okay, okay. Well, she must have came with some credentials, because you cannot walk into an office and say I can do everything and then get a COO job, because that is operations. So you would have to know everything to run that business. Well, so what's your background other than real estate?
Well, you know, in all honesty, I just believe it was God's favor. Well, I really believe that's what it was. While I have management experience from banking, I had no nonprofit experience at all. So I had some education with regards to business, but again, I'd never had any kind of experience in that arena. But I just felt that God's hand was in it, and He was just so blown over by the fact that I told Him that was my job, that He just gave it to me.
And you know what? We talked about this last week, that people use that word favor. And I said, do you really know what God's favor is? I said, God's favor is that you can walk into a room and everybody be more qualified, but you walk out with that job.
That's right.
That's God's favor.
That's
and
right.
He puts you and aligns you in arenas that are going to excel for you, because that's God's favor.
That's
so
right.
I love hearing stories about that. That's why I always ask, where did you come from? How did it start? And why did they pick you? And that it was all about God. And so now you're in a position to be able to help.
And believe it or not, at the time, even though the chamber had been around over 90 years at the time, there had never been another black employee there, even in 2007.
And it's the Oak Cliff Chamber
of Commerce. The Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce. So the staff, the board members, it was not reflective of the community that it served. There had never been a minority. Oh, wow. Never. And so he took a chance on me. And again, I think that speaks not to me, but to God's favor.
Right, exactly.
It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me at all. Because at the time, personally, I was going through so much just to have gone from, making a decent amount of money to nothing.
Right.
And
moving.
Yeah. And at the time, of course, I was also going through a divorce and all kinds of other things. But I walked in and God had His hand in the situation, and the rest is history.
Well, good. I'm sure when you was going through that divorce, you said, oh, now I'm a CEO. Okay.
That's a different story.
Gave you up, and now I'm a CEO.
Right.
That's a wonderful story. So, no, I know you have an event coming up, and it's an amazing event. So tell us about the event.
Absolutely. So the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce, I'm not sure how many people know the history of the Chamber of Commerce, but I briefly mentioned that it was kind of the good old boys network when I came in. So they really took care of their own. And with the community having changed as much as it had over the past decades, I thought, okay, maybe this organization needs to serve more than just
the good old boys.
The good old boys. And I obviously am not a good old boy. And so when I was promoted to the position in 2014, I began to reevaluate what some of our programs looked like to see if it served the community at large or if it just served the community that it had been serving. And so it took quite a bit of time to change out some things, such as the gala and the golf tournaments and those kinds of things that every other chamber does. And I thought, we don't really do that.
Why?
That's not serving us. What are we doing? What can we do that serve us, the community? Oak Cliff is a majority minority community,
right,
that needs to do business as well. And a lot of times we're not doing that on a golf course anymore.
No, it's golfing is just to golf and win a trophy.
Yeah.
And to eat.
We're not doing that on a golf course. So we thought of ways that we could be more community relevant. And this event, the Taste of Oak Cliff, I think accomplishes some of that. What we wanted to do was to put the Oak Cliff community on full display. We want people that are in the community to be able to showcase their goods, products, and services in one venue.
Okay.
And that's really what it is. It's the Taste of Oak Cliff. It's happening May the 4th, in which the whole community, not just the north part of Oak Cliff, not just the southern sector, it's everybody is welcome to attend, to be a part of this event. I want to remove some of those divides. All too often we hear about North Oak Cliff or Bishop Arts, or, well, we're not the Bishop Arts Chamber of Commerce. We're not the North Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce. We are the Oak Cliff Chamber of Commerce. And so we just want to remove the divide. We want everybody to come together, have a good time, eat some good food. Some good food, and just celebrate each other.
Yeah, if you look at the brochure, just the food on the brochure was making me hungry. And you know I'm on my eat clean, no sugar, no salt, no bread, no carbs, nothing right now. So this right here is just making me want to just be bad. But I'm not. But this is not until May. So I'm only on for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be ready for May, and I'm going to go out to this event. And how can people that maybe want to participate as a sponsor or as a vendor, because I know it's no cost for participants to come, right? So it's a free event for you to come. But we got other people out there that cook or have restaurants and things like that. And this is a excellent opportunity for individuals that want to have some exposure by coming on as a sponsor. So talk a little bit about the sponsorships that are available.
Okay, absolutely. There are numerous ways to expose your business. We have some sponsorship opportunities. Although we're looking for a presenting sponsor, there are still so many other opportunities as well. And those range in cost from $30,000 to $1,500. And so those are ways to just maximize your exposure. Now, this event, we've partnered with a number of corporations to be able to help us cross-market the event. And big nonprofits, specifically the State Fair of Texas, which we all know they have a huge following, so they'll help us with promotions on the event, as well as DART. They're going to help us be able to promote the event at bus stations, etc. So we've got partnerships galore that will help get your name out there before the event, after the event, and during the event as well.
Okay, great. And I think one of your individuals just walked in.
Yes. You want to come on in here? So here's one of my board members, John Williams, if you want to say hey.
Well, you ain't got to move over. You can stay right there. They can see John. Say hey, John.
Hello.
So, John, what do you do at the chamber?
I actually sit on the board, but I am the co-chair of the Taste of Oak Cliff, and it's a great opportunity for us to connect the business community as well as food vendors with everything that's happening that's great in Oak Cliff. We look forward to having everybody there. We're really excited. And I think one of the great things about this opportunity is it's a great opportunity for us to meet everybody and get to know everybody.
And I know it serves Oak Cliff, but people from Plano or Frisco or wherever can come. It's a wonderful event to come to, so you want to make sure that you come out there. How many spots do you think you have left for vendors right now?
Well, our vendor spots are filling up really fast. We only have as of this morning, a couple of food vendor spots that are left. Non-food vendor spots, I think we may have 9 that are left. So we will sell out. So if you're interested in participating, please contact us immediately. This is the 2nd annual Taste of Oak Cliff, but I will let you know the first Taste of Oak Cliff we sold out. And so we're expecting to do the same thing. The event covers about 8,000 square feet, and it's filled with vendors. And that includes food vendors, non-food vendors, as well as food trucks.
And then also, I'm one of the sponsors, so Ntheknow.com will be out there, and we're going to be giving away concert tickets, plays, all kind of stuff. So you definitely want to make sure you come out. So if they want to become a vendor, they can go to www.tasteofoakcliff.com. Again, that's www.tasteofoakcliff.com. You can register to be a vendor, and also you can come on as a sponsor. So if you're trying to find a way to get your brand out there, your name, your product, this is the perfect opportunity to do so.
That's right. We're looking forward to working with you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're not finished.
Okay.
Let's talk about what, if you came on as a sponsor, which you have this title sponsor is still open. So you already have the executive spot field, sponsorship field.
So the executive sponsor, those are 4 different sponsor spots. So you can have the opportunity to either sponsor the kids zone or the rest area. We're looking for a supermarket sponsor as well as an entertainment sponsor. So there's 4 spots for the executive level sponsor, but for the presenting sponsor, there's only 1 spot for that.
Okay, and read to them what the presenting sponsor would be able to get.
Okay, so as a presenting sponsor of the event, you would receive exclusive recognition as a presenting sponsor of the Taste of Oak Cliff, and that includes logo recognition in everything that we do. Your logo would be on the main stage, the entrance and the exit gates, the day of the event, all marketing materials, the event brochures, and the day of the event we'll have a huge Jumbotron that's taking live video of everything that's happening on the Jumbotron, or excuse me, on the main stage that day. And so the logo would appear there as well as social media advertisement, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll have t-shirts for our volunteers that day. The logo would appear there as well as the event website. Also, for the presenting sponsor, you will receive, instead of a 10 by 10 space, you will receive a 30 by 30 space. And you get to pick, to some extent, where you'd like that to be placed within the event for an increased amount of visibility. You'll get, throughout the course of the event, main stage mentions. So you'll get the opportunity to hear your name mentioned across the stage, as well as be able to come up and do, if you'd like to, some shout outs from the stage if you'd like to for your company or organization. You'd have the opportunity to distribute your promotional material in your booth that day. You'll be a part of the kickoff video, which will again go on our social media platforms. You'll be recognized as one of the Chamber of Commerce's corporate partners for a year. You can get dedicated email blasts from the Chamber of Commerce, and you'll receive tickets to the Chamber signature events throughout the year as well.
Oh, well, that is a lot, and the price tag on that is only $30,000. So you can get a lot of exposure for $30,000 and become a part of the chamber too.
Exactly
so you get
right.
a free chamber membership, and you know that's explosive by itself because you'll be able to network with all the members of the chamber at that point. So definitely go out to the website tasteofoakcliff.com and look at the vendor spots that are available as well as the sponsorships. And there's more sponsorships. The title, the executive sponsorship, is the diamond sold out?
Not quite. We've got several there, but it's
okay. Yeah, because you have several spots. Okay, so there are sponsorships all the way from $500 as a copper sponsor all the way up to $30,000. So there's a lot of opportunity there. You can come on as a copper sponsor, a bronze sponsor, a silver sponsor, a gold sponsor, and a diamond sponsor, as well as an executive and the top sponsor for presenting. So those are available, and it's going to be a marvelous event. What I like is a lot of times when you go to a taste, you know, Taste of Dallas, Taste of Iron Fork, I go to a lot of different ones. It's always just food and some types of drinks. But in yours, I'm understanding it's going to be a little bit different, where you're going to have food, drink, and vendors, so people can shop and buy different things. So that's a more interactive thing. It reminds me when I used to do the Jaguar events at the Jaguar dealership. We used to have about 1,500 people come through that event, and we had over 100 vendors, and we mixed it up just like that. The businesses, then the food, and then the drink. So, and we had live music and things of that nature. So it turned into an amazing event. And this is the second year, and you heard her, it sold out last year. So if you want to be a vendor or a sponsor, now is the time to go out to the website. And then we want to spread the word that this is a free event. There's no cost to attend, so there's no reason for you not to attend. You want to go ahead and mark this on your calendar right now. The date is going to be May the 4th, and it's from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m.
That's right. And, you know, I'd like to remind everyone with regards to the Taste of Oak Cliff, this is not just a food event. We do want people to experience all the good things that Oak Cliff has to offer. All too often, we believe the southern sector just kind of gets a bad rap. And the thing is, the southern sector doesn't necessarily have a reality problem. We have a perception problem. And so this is an effort to change what the perception of Oak Cliff actually is. The reality is it's one of the safest places in the city. If you compare mall to mall, if you compare Redbird Mall to the mall in North Dallas, actually crime is higher there than here. And so we want people to understand that there are so many great things happening in Oak Cliff, not just from a food standpoint, but again, some of our non-food vendors that will be there will be we've got an HIV truck that will be there that day doing tests on site. We've got the mammogram bus that'll be there. We're in conversation with Commemorative Air to bring out their Red Tails trailer so that we can do some Black history education and so many other things that will be happening. Again, we've partnered with the Dallas Mavericks. They're bringing out some of their hoops and things. We've got a bunch of mascots coming. We've got Big Techs coming, and we've got the State Fair that's bringing out games for the kids to play in the kids zone. So it's not
That's just amazing. Yeah, I'm one of the sponsors for State Fair, Texas, every year. So if y'all need tickets.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and then we're going to be giving out tickets and concerts, plays, everything that we have, we're going to be giving out that day. We have some slippers, some nice little terry cotton slippers like from Spa Days that we're going to give out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely put that on your calendar. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Do you have anything that you'd like to say?
The only thing that I would like to say is we'd love to see you there. It's important that you guys support us. We support everything that happens in the community. We'd love to have you there. It's a great opportunity for all of us to join together and do some amazing things in Oak Cliff. I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, and before we end, since we've talked about this event, this is the main thing that we were talking about today. I'm sure the audience would like to know if they like to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce, what do they do? What is the pricing? What are some of the things that they're able to receive from being a member of the Chamber?
Okay, absolutely. We encourage all businesses to become a member of the Chamber, especially if you want to do business in the Oak Cliff area. You don't have to necessarily be physically in the Oak Cliff area, but if you're interested in doing business in the area, please by all means give us a call at 214-943-4567. Again, 214-943-4567, or visit our website at oakcliffchamber.org. Again, that's oakcliffchamber.org. And the prices definitely vary depending on what type of benefits you're interested in. So if you're interested in basic level membership, in which you're receiving invitations to all kinds of different things, that starts at around $350, but those packages go from $350 to $10,000.
Okay. $350 to $10,000. All right, so I just want to thank you again. This is your girl Teresa with the Ntheknow Radio Talk Show, and we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break and play a little bit of music, and then I'm going to sign off right at 2 o'clock. We do have a on-site meet and greet for today. It is going to be from 4 to 7, and then we also have a meet and greet tomorrow that is going to be from 11 to 2. So with that said, I thank both of you for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And we look forward to tasting some good food in Oak Cliff, right?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.